catch you out. He asked me for the opinion of which cup ramen he should have for breakfast this morning. The guy in the gray shirt over here.
This is for each of you. What is your favorite sightseeing place to visit in Japan and why?
Favorite sightseeing place in Japan and why? I know mine, but y'all go ahead.
June and I might have the same answer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, I know which one you're going to say, so you do that and I'll do mine.
Can I ask you what place do you think I would say?
June's going to do Koranke.
The marriage is over.
There's a gorge called ABK Gorge in. I don't know which specific shops are, but there's a absolutely beautiful gorge, and you can do the boat ride.
Okay.
Yeah, boat ride, and we actually made a video, but on this boat ride, as the boat goes forward, the koi fish actually follows your mouth. That was really cool. And in autumn, they have omiji leaf, a Japanese maple leaf, and the color changes like crimson red. It's so gorgeous. So it's my favorite.
I have to do two then. We get this question a lot, and June always answers Koranke. In Aichi Prefecture, where we live, there's a mountain called Koranke. It's a park, and the entire face of the mountain is all momiji trees. And in the fall, when they turn, yellow, orange, and red, they light them all up from underneath in the evening for the entire month of November. And so when you walk through it, it's like the entire forest is on fire. That's what they say in Japanese. It looks like the forest is on fire. It's very, very beautiful, and I always tell people that it's something they have to see at one point in their life. It's like a bucket list sort of thing. But also, I would recommend Gujo Hachiman. It's in Gifu Prefecture. It's just a little water city, and it's far enough out of the way that most people don't go, so it's still, there aren't many tourists, so you can get away from the big crowds, but it's just a beautiful Ghibli-esque town in the mountains with rivers running through it, and it's so beautiful. If you're in Japan in August, that's the big season there. There will be kids jumping off of bridges into the river, and you can go swimming there. You can make fake food samples yourself. It's just a really, really beautiful spot. Yeah, they have a lot of koi there too.
I'm going to go way cheesier. I appreciate cheese in all its forms. There's a very beautiful mountain town about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Tokyo called Nikko. But in Nikko, you know what I'm going to say. In Nikko, there's like an amusement park type thing called Nikko Edamura, which is Nikko Edo period village. And it is all, there's samurai walking around, there's the ninja house. They have the midway games where you can throw shuriken for prizes. And that just appealed to 12-year-old me so much. I just really, really enjoy it. And it's not even like super rough. I think like the guys wear the samurai caps, and you can totally see the rubber line right here the whole time. But it is just so much fun. And then it is absolutely gorgeous, especially in the fall. You stay in the pinchon and you go to the bath, and they have the open fourth wall so you can look out over the valley and feel like you're actually doing something cultural, and then go back to the cheese the next day. So, right here. Question for June.
My favorite food to cook? Recently, the one Rachel said earlier, the isaki fish, because it's really, 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 really difficult to entertain my wife with my food, and she really likes it. So that's my favorite food to cook.
Good answer. Excellent. Right here, Tanner, right? Excellent. Tanner, go ahead.
I know this has been discussed on the internet, but when are we getting the June's Kitchen Savage?
I'm actually talking to him and messaging, keep going back and forth, and we're still trying to figure out. This time, I don't know if we actually be able to do, but we are in touch. So eventually, I hope.
So I'd say either the spring or late summer, early fall are the best times to go. And to really do Tokyo, to do the things so you can feel like you say, I've done Tokyo. To do Asakusabashi, to do, you know, Skytree, to do Odaiba, Akihabara, Ikubuka, everything that you really feel like you have to do, I would say no less than a week. Because the first 2 days, if you haven't done a lot of intercontinental travel, your first 2 days you're useless from jet lag. But I would say no less than a week. And I'm gonna, go ahead.
Oh, sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
Maybe prepare walking in advance, like practice being on your feet, because you will walk a lot in Japan. We had a friend come visit who ended up with his feet bleeding at the end because he didn't wear the correct shoes and he walked so much. Your feet will be sore. By the end of day 1, you might be okay. By the end of day 2, your feet are going to be sore. And by the end of the week, you're going to be in pain and you're going to be just taking rest days where you don't do anything. So comfy shoes that you've worn in, and make sure you're good with walking a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I was going to recommend, because only tourists can get this, the Japan Rail Pass. You don't have to get it for all of Japan. They do regional ones. They do one that's just the Tokyo area. That's the best value you can absolutely do. You have to buy the voucher before you leave Japan from the travel agency here in the States. And then you change it in wherever you land, if it's Narita, Haneda, whatever. So yes, right here, the video camera.
This is for all of you. Whenever you were like, whenever you moved to Japan, what was really odd that still is not making sense to you? And Jun, whenever you come here to America, what in America is not making sense to you?
I think the thing that still doesn't make sense to me is just a factor of the society that we've grown up in. Here in America, if we see something that is like unjust or unfair, we tend to speak up more often than not. Not everyone, but like, you know, we will go to customer service if there's an issue with something. We speak up. And you know, if we see someone who's being unfairly treated, some people will speak up here. But a lot of people in Japan, they just won't say anything at all. If you get food at a restaurant that's really awful, a lot of people will just never say anything there. Whereas here, people are almost like insistent that they get it for free. So I think there's a good median between there, where you can just be polite about things, but also not let yourself get walked over.